Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Welcome. How are you? How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. Come on in. If you are joining live, please say hello when you jump on. Likewise, if you're joining the replay, please say hello because I love to see who stopped by to watch my videos. That helps me so much. I'd appreciate that. Welcome everybody to the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. My name is Kristen Conant and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Northwestern Michigan, Ludington, Michigan to be exact. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 26 years and I can honestly say I actually love it more every year, every month, every day. I absolutely love what I do. I'd like to do housekeeping real quick. I don't want to make it long and drawn out, but I want to remind you that you have until the 10th of February. Oh, by the way, today is February 7th, 2025. So you have until the 10th of February to sign up for the February Paper Pumpkin, which it is entitled Hello Spring. Paper Pumpkin is a box of crafting fun that is delivered to you at your mailbox. There are perks for being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Number one, when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, the stamps are exclusive. You get our little 1" by 1" cubes in a new color every month. You will be eligible to purchase leftover kits or additional things that Stampin' Up! Might have left or offer for Paper Pumpkin because you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to get them. One of those items being this set of dies that you can see here on this flyer. It is called Spring is in the Air Dies add-on. You can only add these on if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So these dies coordinates with January, February, and March Paper Pumpkins. Do you need them to complete the projects? No, you do not, but it expands your crafting ability. So take a peek at that. You can take a peek online at my store, which is kristenconant.stampinup.net. This is our host code for the month of February, and I'm going to go over that here in just a minute. But I want you to go online because we have so much more that we offer other than what's in our catalogs. One of those is our special release DSP. Stampin' Up! Brought back 3 different DSPs, but they changed the colors of them. The patterns are the same, but the colors are different. This is while supplies last, so go online, check those out. And while you're on there, as I said, there are so many more items that you can purchase. We have lots of online exclusives. We have last chance items. There is so much. Click around on all the different links. Don't be afraid to click on things. Just so that you know, if you go back up to the top where the box is that says Stampin' Up! With Stampin' Up! Logo, if you get overwhelmed or lost or can't find your way out, click on the Stampin' Up! Logo and that will take you back out to the home page. But we have lots of online exclusives. These are on there right now. We have embossing folders, some embellishments, some bundles, lots of bundles, some DSP, some sweets. So much. So go on there and check them out because I don't want you to miss out. And just so that you know, in another month, we will have more online exclusives for you to look at. We had some more kits released that are on there. We have kits Excuse me. Let me get a drink. Hold on. Sorry about that. We have kits online that you can purchase as well. Just about everything you need is included in a kit outside of maybe a pair of scissors. So, if you are not sure where to start, our kits are a fantastic place to start because you get everything. You get everything in there, like I said, except for maybe scissors. I know you don't get scissors. But if it's a stamping kit, there will be a block. You will have the ink in there, and you will have all the things to put it together. So instead of having to buy everything separately, the kit has everything you need to complete the items that are in that kit. So please check those out as well. For those of you who live localish to me, and I say localish because if you're in the surrounding area, you are more than welcome to come. I have people who drive for a couple hours actually to come to my classes, and we love everybody who comes. But I do hold classes. How about that? I do hold classes here in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio, and I would love to share this craft with you. It is so rewarding and so much fun. There's nothing like seeing somebody put ink to stamp and stamp to a paper for the very first time. I was just recently reminded of that. I had somebody join us for the very first time the other day, and I so appreciate you. And it just warmed my heart to see how excited she got when she stamped for the very first time. So, don't be afraid. Step out in faith. Give it a try. What do you have to lose? You know, it can be one and done if it's not for you. But you just might get hooked. Just saying. Anyways, coming up in March, because February classes, we are already past the deadline dates to RSVP for my classes for February. So that's why we have to work ahead. You need to look ahead so that you can let me know. But I have a standing calendar that I do every month. So the first and last Monday of every month, I do a product-based class. The only times I do not do those is number one, if it's a holiday, or number two, if I'm going on vacation. I know if I'm going on vacation far enough ahead of time to let you know that. Likewise, you know, the holidays are already set, right? So you will know in plenty of time if a class is not being held that month. But again, the first and last Monday of the month, every month, I do a product-based class. Products change according to the classes that I pick, as does the fee. In this class, we order products. You must prepay 3 weeks ahead of time for the first and last Monday of the month for these classes, because I have to order products, get them in. I cut everything that you're going to use that day ahead of time for you, so you don't have to worry about cutting at all. And I walk you through how to put the cards together that we do. We do 6 different cards at these classes, and they are so much fun. You will have lots of things left over that you can go home and either recreate the cards that we have done here, or of course you can create your own cards. Let me tell you though, that with these products, you do not get the stamp set, dies, and or punches. You do not get the inks, and unless you have cardstock already at home, you will not have extra cardstock, okay? But if you let me know if you like those things or need to add those things on to your order at the time that you prepay an RSVP for the class, I can order those items so that they're here the day of the class, so that when you are done with the class and you go home, you'll have the stamps, inks, and papers and everything that you will need to use, okay? So Monday, March 3rd, we are doing the Mixed Media Florals, and that is an online bundle. It was actually the one pictured on that flyer that I just showed you for the online exclusives. The fee for that class is $43. And in that one, you will be receiving the low profile dots, the Baker's Twine 3-color pack, and the Mixed Media Florals DSP. Then the second Monday of every month, I do my time card class. This is a great way to stockpile your cards so that when events or occasions arise, you will have cards in your stash ready for you to use when the time arrives. The fee depends on how many cards you complete. You will only do one of each of the time cards that are there if you do all 10. Otherwise, you do one of each card of how many ever you make. Then the third Monday of the month, I do my 6-card class. In the 6-card class, we do 2 each of 3 different cards. And you will have the envelopes and everything to complete those. So all you need to do is address the envelope, put your own postage on it, and write your message on the cards. And they are ready to go. Then following the third Monday's class, we have the third Thursday of the month. I do a kit together class. It's called It's a Kit Together. Those kits that I was talking about that we offer that are online, you can go online and look at those. We need RSVP. Oh, by the way, 10-card class and 6-card class, you do need to RSVP 2 weeks prior because I have to cut the card kits and have those ready for you. The Kit Together class, we need 3 weeks ahead of time so that I can order your kit, have it here for the class. The fee for this class is $30. That includes your kit. But you do need to RSVP 3 weeks ahead of time so we can get that here. So it's here the night of the class. And that is the third Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. Then the last Monday in March, we are doing Storybook Moments. This one is so cute. It reminds me of Peter Rabbit or Beatrix Potter. Super duper cute. It's in the mini catalog. This class will be held on Monday, March 31st. Fee for this class is $68. There are 2 different designer series papers, so you'll have both of those. You'll have the Petal Pink scalloped ribbon, and there are some antique pearl embellishments that you will receive in this class. All right, again, RSVP 3 weeks prior, so the RSVP date for this one is March 10th. Going back to the Mixed Florals class, the RSVP date for that one is February 10th, so we're almost there. See, this is why I'm telling you ahead of time because we have to RSVP. So please look at your calendar. I would love to have you here. While you're online, we also have a scrapbooking brochure. Now, don't say, I'm not a scrapbooker. It's okay because everything that is offered for scrapbooking, you can actually use it to make cards. And we have some totally different things in here for card making and or scrapbooking than we have in the annual catalog. So check this out. I'm in love with this. These there are going to be scrapbooking products added to the big catalog that comes out in May, and I am super excited about that. Okay, we're getting down there, guys. We have a new mini catalog that started January 7th, and Storybook Suite, where did it go? Here it is, right here. Look at this. Aren't these cute? Sorry, I bumped the stand. Sorry. It's a double bundle. There's the antique pearls, the ribbon, and here are both of the DSPs, and you get lots of DSP in there. So check that out. This catalog is amazing. If you are not currently working with the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like to get copies of your own of the catalogs, please reach out to me so I can get you these ASAP. Okay? And we have our annual catalog, so there is that. But right now is our annual event with Stampin' Up! And that is Celebration. For every $60 in retail that you purchase, you can pick out a Celebration item for free. These items were created specifically for Celebration, which means the only way you can get them is to earn them. You cannot buy these items. That's a bonus. You get more when you purchase, right? So this came out the 7th of February, but they just launched on February 4th, so 3 days ago. Stampin' Up! Has brought in a few more products. So if you already took great advantage in January of these items, we've added more items from the annual catalog and the mini catalog and a couple of kits that are online. There's some dies, some ribbons, some embellishments. So check these out while you're there too. Okay, so more to choose with Celebration. Alrighty, guys, let's talk about today's projects. I am using several different things, but focusing on one, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. I am using one of the dies here from this set of dies. This is our perennial postage die, so I'm using one die out of there because one of the recently added items to the catalog is our Happy Labels Pick-a-Punch, and I thought I had this, but do you think I can find it? Nope. So I looked through my stash of dies and I had one very, very similar, so I am opting out for that one. But you can guess what I'm going to be picking soon from Celebration. Then I'm also going to be using one of these dies out of this set of dies. These dies can only be found online, so you do need to go online. And this is called Around It All dies. Okay, so I'm using a die from there. I'm using 3 greetings from the Unbounded Love stamp set. This is in our annual catalog. Everything we have can be found online, but only certain things are in our catalog. So you can find this online as well. But if you have our catalog, this one is in the annual catalog as well. It's called Unbounded Love. And then I am using one of the greetings here out of the Storybook Friends. I'm going to be using an Easter greetings. All of these things to focus on the stamp set. This is called Pick a Season. This is a photopolymer stamp set. You cannot purchase this stamp set. This stamp set you must earn from Celebration. I love this stamp set. So with the $60 retail order before shipping and handing and tax, you can pick this stamp set for your freebie item if you choose. So you can pick some of the items that I'm going to be using on these cards, as well as several inks that I'm going to be using. Now, before we get started real quickly, I am going to change things up a little bit. I had a request. I had been sharing every Friday was a new Freebie Friday class. But I've heard people say that they love everything that I do, but they can't order every week. So is there a way that I can change that up? So I thought about it and I thought, okay, I will change it up. And we shall give this one a try and see how this goes. But I am going to do a host code every month. So this host code here will be good until February 28th at midnight, okay? So if you go online and do your order, a $50 order, retail order before shipping, handling, and tax, I will send you the card stock pieces to create these cards. What I'm not allowed to do is send you any pre-stamped images, so you would either have to purchase the things to create the to get the free stamp set, rather, to use to create these cards, or you would have to substitute a different stamp set that you might have. But hopefully I'm showing enough things today that you will easily get to the $60 mark to pick a celebration item. Okay, so let's run this down again. A $50 retail order before shipping, handling, and tax. I will send you the card kit pieces to create these cards. If you do a $55 retail order, I will send you the card kits and an embellishment of my choice. But don't stop there. Remember, if you do a $60 order, you would get the card kit, you would get the embellishment of my choice, and you could then pick the stamp set that I'm using for today's cards. Now, I've also been asked, okay, now wait a minute. If you're showing the free class today, how am I going to put my cards together if I don't have the cardstock pieces yet? I post and leave on my Facebook page this live video, so it is on my Facebook page for you to go back and watch and follow and stop and start as much as you'd like in order for you to finish these projects. Sometimes things on Facebook get congested and it is harder to find. So I also upload this video to my page on YouTube. So please like and follow me on Facebook. Like, follow, subscribe to my YouTube page so that every time I upload a video, you are notified when that video is uploaded there. It is so much quicker to find a video, a specific video on YouTube than it is on Facebook. I also title my Free Friday class. It is titled Free Friday, but I also put the date. So February 7th, 2025 will be on there. I also pick the featured item, which today is pick a season. So there's a few different ways to find it. Okay. So just wanted to make that announcement so that you know. Okay, so we are doing 4 cards today. And again, I'm using the pick a season, so I am going to showcase 4 different things with you. You'll see here in a minute. But then I have a couple of extra cards after we are all done to share with you using the stamp set as well. So don't run away. Okay, this is a photopolymer stamp set, so I am using our piercing mat. If you do not have this, add this to your list. Our photopolymer stamps are clear, the blocks are clear, and with that, our red rubber stamps, our cling stamps, have a foam in it, so the pressure when you contact the paper is different. This one is pretty stiff if you're on a hard surface, so you want something that gives so that the paper and the stamp make better contact so you get an image that you like. So, just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so for this first card, I am going to be using Old Olive. It is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we line up the corners here. Take our bone folder. I like to do this on the hard surface. And score that so it gets nice and crisp. Then I need a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. That is for the liner. I'm using a piece of Cajun Craze that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I need a piece of basic white that is 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, this is the one we are going to stamp on, and then I'm going to add a little bit of decoration to the inside of my card as well. So the inks for this particular card is Pecan Pie, Cajun Craze, and Old Olive. I am using lots of inks today, so jot these down. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is bring in my Old Olive stamp, And I am going to bring in the top of my tree, and I'm going to ink up in Old Olive. And then this is going to get stamped right about there. Okay? This stamp is going to be used on all my cards today, so I need to clean that off. Then I am going to open up Pecan Pie, and I'm going to ink up my tree trunk. And my tree trunk, because it's clear, I can see that it needs to go right about there, like so. Okay? And then with the green still open, I am going to take the green grass, the Old Olive is still open, and we are going to add some grass to our tree scenery, like so. Okay? And that is it for those two colors. And now I am going to open up my Cajun Craze, and I am going to bring in this little wooden fence and stick part of a fence right there just for visual interest. And I'm going to ink up the hello from the Unbounded Love, and I'm going to stamp hello right here. And now I need the leaves. And this particular card I'm doing with fall in mind. And so our leaves on our tree are starting to change colors due to it being fall. Okay? So there we go. See? Super simple. We are starting out with a simple card. Oops, I forgot. Back up. We are going to, let's see. Let's do some grass. I'm going to do some grass on the inside of my card. A little bit of grass like so. And then I am going to add, actually I'm going to add a pecan fence on the inside, like that. And then I'm going to add some Cajun Craze leaves down here, like so. There we go. There. Now we're done with that. So now I am going to put our card together. So this is my inside piece. Put some multi-liquid glue on the back of this. This is, like I said, is my inside liner. This is where you would write your message to your recipient. Okay. Then I need to put adhesive on this one. This is going to go on my Cajun Craze piece of cardstock, like so. And then if you're a beginner and you don't have a lot of adhesives, you could mount that flat and be done, call it good. I am, however, going to add some dimensionals on the back of this. If you have never played with dimensionals before, I believe they're like $4.25 or something like that. Add them to your order because you get 3 sheets in your package and they just add so much to a card when you use them. So there we go. There is card number 1. Isn't that cute? Cute fall card, right? So I'm showing you the versatility of this card to show you all the different seasons as per the title of the stamp set. Okay, on this next card, we are going to use soft seafoam. Again, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Line up the corners. Use your bone folder so it lays nice and flat. This time the card is going to go this direction. This card and the first card are the same size. See, they're the same size. Uh-oh. Yeah, nope. Wouldn't you know? Okay. So this card is actually longer, so we are going to improvise because Kristen did not bring her paper trimmer. Oh, good Lord. Okay, wish me luck that it's straight. Oh, good. There you go. I can clean it up after we're done, but at least you'll know the size of it now. Okay. Well, like I said, same size. Here we go. Yes, 5.5 by 4 1/4. Oh, God. Good thing I did that. See, I would have been all discombobulated if I'd left it. Anyways, this card was up and down. This card is going this way with the fold at the top. Okay? And this one has a fold like a book. All right. Now you will need a piece of basic white, again, 4 by 5 1/4. That is the liner for the inside. Then I grabbed a piece of garden green that is 3 by 3 3/4. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 2 3/4 by 4. Okay? And again, I want to bring in my mat so that I get a nice image. Okay. And so I want to make sure my tree stamp is nice and clean. And so for this card, I'm going to be using Garden Green ink, soft seafoam ink, which is the same color as the cardstock, and again, pecan pie. Okay, so I am going to open up my soft seafoam, and I'm going to ink up the top of my tree, and it is going to go up toward the top like so. Okay. And then I am going to leave that open for a second because I'm going to be using it here. I'm going to open up the pecan pie, ink up my tree trunk again. Again, this is going to be placed right there where I can see through my block to stamp it. Now again, I'm going to bring in the grass. And I'm going to do grass here, grass over here. And we are going to do some grass down there again, like so. I'm going to close this up. And now I am going to bring in some garden green. And again, using that grass, I'm going to add in some darker green grass, like so. Okay. And again, using the garden green, I'm going to ink up this next image that you can pick out of this stamp set. You can fill in your trees with different images that are in the stamp set. Isn't this cute? This one is the St. Patrick's Day card. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let's bring in this one, and I am going to take my shamrocks and stamp those down there. And then I am going to bring in the greeting that says best of luck, and that is going to go down here in the bottom corner like so. And now I'm going to go back to the soft seafoam ink, and I am going to ink up the shamrocks. We are going to add some of the soft seafoam shamrocks there, and we're going to add a few down here with the darker greens, like so. All right, this one is almost done. We just need to put this together now. Okay, and once again, this is the inside of my card. So this one is going to go on the inside. This will be where your message goes. Okay, and then this one is going to get centered on there approximately. So I'm going to stay in the center of the garden green. Oh, can you guys see that? I'm sorry. It's centered. See, I left my ink there in the center. So if I was out of screen, I apologize. Let's get this approximately in the middle. Right? Okay, that looks good. I lied. Oh dear. There. All right, so now I'm going to flip that over, and once again, those dimensionals. I'm going to put some dimensionals on here for this card. Peel off the backings. Now, when you get your dimensionals, they will not have the green on them. I take a highlighter on my dimensionals and I color in the backings, because when you do white dimensionals on a white piece of cardstock, it's hard to tell if the backing's off. So I take a highlighter and color my dimensionals so that way I can tell if they're on there or not. So there is card number 2. And so like all of these cards, like I said, they are very basic. You can absolutely step them up, dress them up as much as you want to. So you could get some embellishments, some ribbons, some twine, some gems, and add those all to the cards as well. Let me see. So you might be wondering, what are you going to be doing on the other Fridays? Well, having more flexibility now with doing the one class a month with the hostess, the host code, I will be able to show you more products and not be limited to like one set at a time type of thing. So I'm not sure I'm explaining that correctly, but you'll see here in the future. So this next card is a piece of 8.5 by 5.5, again scored at 4 1/4. Cause like the next, I want to share more of Celebration with you. But when you're locked into like a class using specific things, sometimes it can become a little harder for those of us who have been stamping a long time to control ourselves. So I get a little more flexibility is what I'm saying. Okay, so my next pieces for this one is a piece of soft seafoam that is 4 by 5 1/4. Because my card base this time is basic white, I do not need a white liner on the inside for this particular card. Then I grabbed a piece of Highland Heather that is 3 inches. Yes, 3 inches by 4 1/4. Then I grabbed a piece of basic white that is 2 3/4 by, no, that's not it. Sorry. No. 2 3/4 by 4. There it is. Yeah, and then I need a piece of scrap white because those irregular shaped circles, these I'm running one of those through the die cut. there it is. It's already done. And then I need a scrap, and you'll see why here in just a minute. And then I needed a piece of scrap of the Highland Heather and that die because I did not have that punch that I was looking for. Alrighty, so now let's bring in our mat. And I am going to be using on this card, I'm going to be using Granny Apple Green, Peach Pie, Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, and Pool Party. And Pecan Pie, if I didn't say that one. So I'm going to open up Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to ink up my treetop. And because, again, my stamps are clear, I can see through my stamp. I'm going to bring it on a dark piece of cardstock so I can see it just a little bit better. Okay. White on white is hard to see. So if you bring in a darker piece of cardstock, then you can see that's better. Okay. And then on the scrap piece, I need the Pecan Pie and the tree trunk. I'm going to stamp that on here like so. Okay. So that's it for the Pecan Pie. All right. So on this piece here, I am going to bring in some Pool Party. And I'm going to take our cloud stamp that comes in the set and add some clouds like so. Then with the Granny Apple Green open, I am coming in with our grass. And I'm going to add some grass in here, and I might need that again in just a minute. We will see. Okay, and we have a few more things to stamp. So I'm going to close this up for now. I'm going to open up the Highland Heather, and I'm going to take my greeting and stamp it over to the side here. Okay, so there's my Easter greeting. So that might give you a hint into what I'm creating here. Okay, so that is the top of my tree. So now I am going to grab the stamp right here that has Easter eggs. Yep, we're going to have Easter eggs in our tree. So we're going to do one over here, one over here, and let's do one down here like so. Clean off the stamp because I'm going to switch colors for my Easter eggs. This reminds me of all the trees I see at Easter time that are decorated this way. Okay, I'm going to ink up the peach pie. That one's going to go right there in the middle. Close this up. Clean off my stamp, open up Flirty Flamingo, and now I'm going to ink up this one. There we go. Now I got Easter eggs in my tree. Okay, let me see. So on this one, I'm going to take a pair of scissors and fussy cut this out. And I have already done that ahead of time so that you don't have to watch me do that. But I did forget this. I'm going to bring this back in. And I'm going to use our Granny Apple Green stamp pad. And I'm going to use the tree. And I'm going to show you how you can take this stamp and create your own background on your cardstock here. And I'm going to come back in with the leaves and fill in some of these spots that are blank with some more leaves. Okay. You don't have to worry about the center because we're going to fill that in with our image. But if you think that's too bare, if there's too many bare spots, just take another stamp and fill in where you think it's bare. There we go. I think that'll work. Okay. All right. I think I'm ready to put this together. And so the first thing I'm going to do is take this one, put adhesive on the back of this one. This is going to go on here like so. I need to take my tree. This is where the tree trunk goes. So on the top part of the tree, I'm going to put a little adhesive, and I think I'm out of view, I think. Sorry. Put adhesive on there. And this is going to go in here, like so. Okay. This is going to go in here, see, like that. But I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. I bet you guys didn't guess that, did ya? Just kidding. Okay, so that's regular dimensionals. And then we have mini dimensionals, which is perfect for down here at the base of the tree. Okay. And so now this is going to go in here, like so. Okay, then this one, let me see. I need, this one needs to go on here. You're gonna see why I'm contemplating here in a minute what I needed to do. I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back of here. Okay, so peel off the backings to these. This is now going to go in the middle of this one, okay? Then this one is going to go on here. Okay, so I know I need a dimensional. Over here to the edge. And you're going to see why here in just a minute. Okay. Up, hold on. Hold, please. Yes. And pop this up carefully. There we go. Sheesh. Okay. That's better. Okay. Oh man, I should have done it on here first. Anyhow, I'm going to fold this back. What I'm trying to do is make this even with the purple. Can you see? I snipped that off. Yes, I only wanted the decorative edge on the one side. So, that did not go according to plan. See, you too can do what I do. See, I'm just showing you how much easier it is for you. Put adhesive on the back of here. And then this is going to go on the front of here. There we go. There is our Easter card. What you think of that one? All right, one last one. Now this last one, I also forgot to tell you that I'm using another celebration item. out of the Celebration catalog, and that is a package of DSP that is offered in there. Let me grab the catalog here. It is this one right here. It's called Bloom Impressions. It is 12 by 12 in size, and I'm going to be using a little bit of that in conjunction with this card. And then I'm also using, out of the Celebration, some of these gems, and we're going to dress this card up a little bit. These are purple gems. They are on the same page as this DSP, but these are also free with an order. So there's that. So this card uses multiple things. We have a stamp set, we have DSP, and we have an embellishment that we're using for this one. And so for this one, we are again using a piece of basic white that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Line up the corners. Okay, so those first 3 cards, we're just using stamps, ink, and paper. It's what we like to call a SIP. That's how you start stamping. Those are the 3 things that you need to have in order to create cards. You need stamps, of course, you need ink, and then you need paper. And with those 3 things, you can create things and expand from there. So again, 8.5 by 5.5 basic white, scored at 4 1/4, folded in half. Then I have a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. This one we are going to do a liner, and you're going to see why here in just a minute. Then I need a piece of Granny Apple Green that is 4 1/4 by 3. I need a piece of white that is 2 3/4 by 4. I need a piece of Melon Mambo that is 2 1/4 by 5 1/2. And here we go with that DSP. You need a piece that is 2 inches by 5 1/2. And you need a piece that is 4 inches by 1/2 inch. Okay, for this card. This is a fun and quick card. Oh, looking for my foam mat. Here it is. And so for this card, again, we are going to be using Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, and Pecan Pie. So the first thing we're going to do is ink up in Granny Apple Green our treetop. And this one, again, is going to go toward the top, like so. Okay. And then I'm going to open up the pecan pie for the tree trunk. Take our stamp. There we go. There's that part. And now I need my grass and my Granny Apple Green. And we are going to be using grass to make grass along. And I think I'm going to add a couple more in here, like so, just to add some interest there. And now I am going to be using our Melon Mambo. And I am going to be taking my greeting, and it says, "Feel better soon." And it's going to go down here at the bottom. I know, and it probably looks like, what? Why would you do that? Because we are going to come and add some pink flowers into our tree. Now it reminds me of a Rose of Sharon tree, doesn't it? There we go. Excuse me. All right. We are ready to put this card together. And so now I need my adhesive. This is going to go on here, like so. I need to take my liner, which is the 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of white, my 1/2 inch piece of DSP, put some adhesive on here. This is going to go at the bottom of my liner. Okay. This one needs just a smidgen of a haircut here, so we're going to turn that off. Okay, then I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this one. This one is going to go inside of here. That's how you can dress up white piece. If you want to, you can cut an additional white, add it in as a liner. Now I'm going to take this one, put adhesive on the back of this one. This is now going to go on here, and it's going to meet the bottom edge, oops, and the top edge, but you want it just about equal from top and bottom. Okay, it actually will be your left and right when said and done, but there is that. Now this is going to get flipped over. This is getting adhesive on here. This is going to go on here, like so. Okay. Now I'm going to flip this over. We're going to put dimensionals on here, and I'm out of the whole one. So this edging, do not throw this away. This is sticky as well, and it is usable, so use it. So I'm going to do that. Okay, peel off the backing. Okay, this now is going to get centered approximately on the card. And then I need to open up my embellishments here. And I'm going to use these darker purple. They call them purple. I know, they look pink. But they actually change colors according to whatever you have them next to. They're amazing. And there we go. And that card is now done. There's our last card. So on this card, there are 3 celebration items. We have the designer series paper, we have the embellishments, and we have used the stamp set. So there's card number 4. Let's bring back in our other cards. There's card number 3, card number 2, and card number 1. What do you guys think? Aren't these fun? I had so much fun playing with these and preparing for today's class for you. Again, this is the host code, so if you see anything here that you like, thank you for supporting me. I appreciate you so much. You can support me by your orders. You can support me by sharing me with your friends, liking and following my pages, both on Facebook and YouTube. I am under Create with Love on both places so that you can find me. If you do a $50 order retail, you will get the card kit for free. If you do a $55 order, you get the card kit plus an embellishment of my choice. And if you do a $60 order, remember you get to take advantage of our celebration offering just to the end of this month. And you would get to pick an item for free out of celebration. So you can actually end up getting 3 things free for a $60 order. Thank you so very much, everybody, for joining me today. Have a great week. I will see you next Friday again. I'm not sure what we will be doing, but you're gonna love it. Don't miss me. We'll see you at 2 o'clock next Friday. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.